not to worry about those people. I'll never think they should take personal responsibility and care for their lives.
When you bury a loved one, you expect them to rest in peace. But a North Fort Myers man says he can't rest until the cemetery finds his grandfather. He wants to know where he's buried and why it's so hard to find him. He's turning to Four in Your Corner's Matt Grant tonight for help.
Well, Emily, it took David Johnson almost 50 years to work up the strength to say goodbye to his grandfather. But even though he knows where he's buried, he's still waiting for that chance.
Like the gray and rainy skies, a mystery hangs over the Fort Myers Cemetery, one that began almost a half-century ago when David Johnson's grandfather was buried.
It was a hell of a thing for me to lose him, but for them to lose him, that's even worse.
Johnson's father abandoned him when he was 5. His grandfather, Smoot Bascom Johnson, stepped up and raised him.
But he taught me everything I know to this day.
Which is why his death in 1965 was so hard to take. Johnson never went to the funeral.
I didn't want to see him in that box.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was on it. Yeah.
Almost 50 years later, with no photos and only memories, Johnson felt the need to pay his respects. But when he went to the Fort Myers Cemetery, the city told him they didn't know where his grandfather was.
I was madder than hell.
What would he think about what's going on right now?
He's probably rolling in his grave.
So you guys have no idea where the grandfather's located?
The problem, according to the city, was Johnson's grandfather never had a headstone, which wasn't a requirement back in the 60s. Cemetery records show his grandfather was buried somewhere in Lot 5. After our call, we saw 2 workers looking for his gravesite.
We're actively searching for the location, and we will find it. We need a few more days, but we will find it. We're trying to get some locations together.
For Johnson, it's a personal search, one he hopes will give him the chance to finally say goodbye.
You feel like you lost him the second time?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And it pisses me off.
Late this evening, the city told me they've narrowed the location to one of 2 grave sites. They plan to do more research tomorrow, but say they are, quote, confident they will find which one belongs to Johnson's grandfather. We're live in the studio. Matt Grant, Fox 4 in your corner.